Hello and welcome to V Music Ideas, another lesson in Beginner's Guitar series. Today we are going to learn E-shaped chords. Yes, so we'll be focusing on F major. Yes, now why E-shaped chords? Some people call them bar chords. Yes, and once you learn one bar chord, believe me, you don't need to learn all of them or any of them. You just learn one and then just move your frets, change your position, and you are good to go with all of them. But even playing a single bar chord is really difficult. I'll not say very difficult, but yes, in the beginning, it's sometimes disheartening. My suggestion to you is that hold on, okay, and if you keep practicing that for a week or so, you will start sounding better every day, and you don't need to apply shortcut or a capo every time when you play. You are free of capo, and believe me, getting rid of that capo gives you possibility to explore your guitar. Yes, so focusing on our first chord, which is F major. Why these are E-shaped chord? Why we call them E-shaped chord? Okay, these bar chords. You need to play like first finger as a bar. Some people give that reason or whatever it is. I'm just you need to understand that when you play E major chord, which you have learned like this, you are playing sixth, your second, and then your first string open. Sixth, second, and first, they are open. So when you play them open, again you need to imagine the bar number 0, which is an imaginary bar. So this is 1 2 3 4, and yes, when I play here, this is first fret, but when I play it open, this is 0. You can this is like open string. Some call it 0 fret, so you can call it 0 fret or whatever you want to. But if you imagine that fret, open fret is this thing, something beyond this. Okay, so if I imagine a fret over here, which is 0 and then 1 and 2, 3. So this fret, if I'm playing E major like this, for these 3 strings, 6th, 2nd, and 1st, I'm strumming that 0 fret. So if I just for an example, if I change this E with these 3 fingers, it's same positioning, I just change my fingers, then I am playing one imaginary fret here, which is producing these open string sounds. Okay, now if I just slide it down one fret next, that becomes F major. That's it. So again, coming back to F major, a good way to learn is that, most important tip, when you play a bar chord, always keep your thumb at the back of the fret, not at the top. So far I have told you whatever chords you have learned so far. If you have not checked the lesson, and if you have, you should check the lesson since beginning to now in this series. The first lesson we learned A and E, and then in the following lesson we have learned D major, C major, G major, A major, and B major. And all these chords, if it is not a bar chord, you are supposed to keep your thumb upward. What do you mean by that? A major, E major, C major, G major. Look at the position of my thumb. I'm not changing. A, E, C, G, D. I'm not changing any of them instant till the time you are playing bar. But in this scenario, you will you will move your thumb from here to the back. That's it. Yes. And just to learn the positioning of this chord, I'll ask you to hold your thumb and your first finger parallel to each other. So like this is thumb and this is first finger, and they are now, if you can see, parallel to each other like this. Exactly. Like make a U or a V. Yes, V or U like this, and just slide that into on your fretboard. And if you see, my thumb is almost at the half, at the almost at the back of half of the neck, and I'll try to keep it somewhat around. I'll be using in F major chord first, second, third fret, so I'll be trying to keep my thumb around somewhat between first and second here, exactly. Okay, again this position, U position will help you. Just take it and fit into here. That's all you need to do. Remember, techniques are really important, how you are doing it. Otherwise, getting that sound is really difficult. Another major thing to learn about this, that the hot spot. What is the hot spot? I call it a hot spot, which help you to get a really good sound out of this chord is this point of the our first finger. If you don't put pressure on this point, then you are not likely to get the desired sound. So make it like this, bring it here, keep your first finger as bar, and then rest of the finger goes in E position. That's why this is called E position chord. So our second finger goes to 1, 2, 3 on the third fret, on the second fret, third string, and then our third finger goes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, similarly like E position, and our fourth finger goes, yes, you have to stretch your hand. I know you're having difficulty in stretching your hand, but believe me, keep doing it and you'll get it. And the fourth finger will go to 1, 2, 3, 4 on the fourth. Yes, so if you see, this is like same position as E. I have just slide it to the next fret and just added my bar here, and then it sounds wonderful. Yes? Okay, again, put your thumb and first finger parallel to each other, and then make your put your second finger, your middle finger on the third string, second fret. Your third finger goes to third fret and on the fifth string, and then your little finger pinky goes to third fret, 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the fourth string. That's it, and you are done with your first bar chord. And then for more chords, you don't need to learn any of other bar chord now, because you can just play them by sliding. That's it. So, a quick recap. We have learned our first bar chord, and we don't need to learn more because we can change the position and learn now which chord you will be playing if you change the position. For that, I have made a separate video, and you can check out the link above, and you can see the lesson on how to name your chords and how to find your chords on your own on the guitar. So far you have learned enough that you're now ready to play any chord that you want. Any major or minor chord. I'm not talking about seventh, diminished, augmented and all that stuff. You don't need to know that. Till now, don't worry, leave it. And you're good to play. Before you practice F major, I would like to suggest you practice it with like C major. That's it. And try to change it with other chords. Believe me, it will take time. You need to be slow and don't get disheartened. I say again and again, this chord is difficult. I do understand that it takes time, but this is your like last resort, and after this you are good to go. So keep practicing, and once you're done, come back and check out the lesson on Introduction to Rest. Yes, I'll be teaching you how to play rest. Till then, have a good time.